Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Record Keeper. Now, last time we started the Magicite dungeons and got a whole mess of story there around Alara, but I think I'm going to continue with the record dungeons, but I don't have a real preference here. I don't know what the right way to do it is. And so I guess just my current plan, if I had zero other input, would be to just do the next island, to start the next island, and then after the end of the island, go back to the Magicite dungeons, I guess. But let me know if, if that's how I should do it, or if there's a certain point where I am supposed to, kind of for the next part of the story, go back to the Magicite dungeons. Oh, and there was one thing I wanted to do first, even, which is, did this open up to me? Because I think the Cloud Sensei battle training next veteran hall opened up, but I could be wrong. It did open up, so the next 3 opened up. Let's take a look at these. Avoiding attacks. Learning to avoid attacks is sure to swing the battle in your favor. You can use Mirror Image to protect against physical attacks, and Magic Barrier to protect against magic attacks. So these are like single-use things, right? And I have seen that some attacks ignore Mirror Image and Magic Barrier. A shield also protects against both physical and magic attacks. A shield in this case isn't the equipment, right? It's not like a shield or robe. It's not like a helm, like a shield like that. It's like there's an ability, I guess, called shield, or a status called shield, which I don't know that I've seen. The haste and a mirror image. And so, assuming this isn't one of, if this weren't one of those abilities that like avoided all the attacks, then yeah, then if this isn't one of those abilities that ignores reflections, which it won't be, then it should be like, it should just count as 0 or null or something. So I just want, I'm about to kill him too quickly, so I want to see like his attack in action. Yeah, so it misses and then the reflection goes away. Gotcha. Next is debuff barriers. You can negate, okay, there are debuff barriers, there are attacks that ignore them. Some attacks that inflict debuffs ignore resistance. Right, and so I haven't seen many of these. At least I'm sure I've seen them, but I haven't noticed them. There was one ability that like makes the next, it's like debuff break almost, or something like that, but I don't know what they're going to use for this. Warder's Apocrypha. This is a Tyro one, yeah? Yeah, it is. Grants haste and a barrier that enables them to avoid 1 debuff. Okay, yeah, so they're just abilities. Are there any job abilities, or, you know, non-soul breaks that do this? That give a debuff barrier? Yeah, so those two were pretty straightforward. What do I actually need for regen, for the regen? A Magicite dungeon of 300 difficulty or higher to unlock. I've been nervous about trying the Magicite dungeons outside of this context, because I assume that I might get kind of suddenly slapped with story, and I don't want to just be on a walk when that happens. So yeah, again, just give me if you can give me if you're able to give me a heads up on whether there's more just coming at random times, or whether it's only like after you reach a really high point you get more. I assume it's coming it comes pretty regularly in that place, though. So, I mean, the theme of 2 is pretty bleak overall. I mean, especially compared to 1 and 3. It's... I mean, orphans, war, oppression, raising of the countryside, literal hell. The newly detected corrupted painting magic turns out to be from Dr. Mog's homeland. Tyro and Alara hurry to the scene and venture into a world ruled by the Palamecian Empire. By the way, I haven't looked into the game beyond just taking a look at the hero records, but it looked like the story for, because the game is gone at this point, I think, for like Wall and Echo. Is Echo the fairy? Like those characters, it mentioned something about them being Palamecian, and so I don't know if that's supposed to be a version of Final Fantasy 2 or like a combo of 2 and 1 that I don't remember what the name of that game was called. The one that's gone now. Laura. So this is Dr. Mogg's home. It's worse than I feared. Thanks for putting that image that Sid is basically Grumpy Cat in my head. If only the Ministry of Records hadn't interfered, none of this would have happened. So, and thank you for the clarification that Team Mog is on we're part of the Royal Archives, and the Shadowsmith is part of the Royal Arcanium as something different. The Ministry of Records, an organization at the heart of the kingdom, in charge of the record painting's safekeeping. However, a radical group inside the ministry interfered with the paintings, resulting in a tragedy, a memory burst. A radical group within the ministry interfered with the paintings. I'm guessing here's my guess at least, is that they started to see the paintings not just as records, but as sentient lives that they could improve. And by trying to improve them, it resulted in this destruction. Like, so instead of just trying to keep them, maybe they tried to tell Cecil about the coming betrayal and save the City of Mist and all that sort of stuff. And for all I know, Alara was part of that. Maybe Alara was one of those people. She's like 6. I don't. Maybe she had a rebellious stage at age 4 and 5. But like, it's possible that she was part of that and she just lost her memory. The ministry came under scrutiny and eventually split into 2. These are the Royal Arcanium and the Royal Archives as we call them today. I had no idea. What I would like to know is how is it that an entire island can be destroyed with no one held responsible? What? How does that even happen? Authority, specifically an authority in the Ministry of Records. So someone covered for them or pardoned them? I don't know. Those are very different possibilities. The person responsible was one of theirs, a highly ranked official. Authority can be a cruel blade. Putting that aside, is Dr. Mogg still gone? We know where he is. So I don't quite understand it, and I don't think I'm meant to yet. I don't think they're giving me a full picture yet, but... So it does sound like they tried to decide... So there was this, this faction that went against it, but they were either covered up or pardoned, and probably, I don't know, or maybe they weren't even pardoned. Maybe they just they were full of faction. Maybe they had too much power to be fully dealt with and were just exiled. I don't know. Does it bother you not knowing? Of course. As soon as he left, we picked up readings from a corrupted painting near Moogle Isle. Surely it cannot be coincidence. So what do you think happened? Who can say? Dealing with the corrupted paintings comes first. True, it is risky to leave it be too long. Still no clue what the corruption actually is. I think I know where the corrupted painting might be. Yes? Is this something we can entrust to you, Alara? Tyro? You bet. Voted the most trusty student in their first grade class. Be careful, be careful. We will. Tyro, look, over there. The corrupted painting. Good spotting. Thanks, here goes nothing. Yeah, in they dive. Yeah. So we're going to see the Emperor come and use his demons to wreck the town. Is this Altera? No, Altera is from... Altera is from Subnautica. This is Altair, maybe? Or was the town to the north? I just replayed this game. I don't actually remember, though. The Emperor of Palamecia calls forth monsters from the underworld and launches his campaign for world conquest. The rebel army rises up in the Kingdom of Fynn to thwart the Emperor's plans. These were pretty tough soldiers. And off he runs. I never noticed that he ran away at that point, but that makes sense. That was Gordon, right? The rebels' castle falls to a full-scale assault by the Empire. Yeah, so Scott is there, but Gordon is the one who ran away. I think that's the way it was. The rebels have no choice but to withdraw to the remote town of Altaria. So, what was the name of their actual city that was taken there? Something with a G, maybe? Galatea? Gatria? I don't remember. 4 youths from Finn also... Oh, no, I guess it's just Finn. From Finn also find themselves fleeing the Imperial forces. I think Gatria was the town in the... was like the waypoint town on the way to Finn. They have lost their parents at the hands of the Empire. And they are not free yet. Yeah, a disheartening start to the game, if ever there was one. Where is this place? Glad they didn't just have to get popped in there and just get lanced through the heart, only to be woken by Minwu later. Look, people on the ground. Hey, it's Firion. He looks really beat up. What could have happened? From what I remember, he was trying to level up his health, and so they just kept hitting each other on the head. It was weird. Are they going to be okay? I hope so. Help is on the way, at least. And this is Minwu. We never actually saw the rescue. I assume it's Minwu who came and saved them. Ah, Imperial soldiers! We have to hold them off until help arrives. Okay. You can beat these soldiers? Tyro and Delara are super OP. Okay, at least these aren't as bad. The captains are still pretty nasty. Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll do Drain Strike, or the Tempo one. And let's Chocobo you. Kick. Just get stampeded. I love that. Love the little Chocobo summon. You can cure yourself. The 2 music is quite good. I think it's quite good. Very, very different feel from the first music. And birded. Get birded. Maybe it's just the game influencing me, but it seems to have like kind of a more of a military feel to it. Less of a fantastical feel to it. The combat music, I mean. I wonder if I would have thought that if I did a blind taste test of the music without knowing about the games. I don't know. Ah. You okay, Alara? I've still got some fight left in me. Good to hear. Let's go. Oh, okay. We're going again. Oh. Wasn't help supposed to come soon? If he saw the records, he don't think he actually saw how long it took to help. It was. I was wondering if... I wonder if this is another side effect of the corruption in the painting. Tyro, heads up. Let's go. These poor kids. Good lord. How many soldiers do they have to fight off? 1 of 2. Okay, at least we get our thing back. Yeah, Last Judgment Grimoire. Let's wait to see how that goes before we actually use anything else. You know what? Never mind. Let's, Good. Okay, yeah. Let's, Drain Strike and Fabula heal. Whew, that was pretty close and still kind of touch and go here. Yeah, we'll Tempo Flurry on you. I don't think we need another Fabula Heal just yet. Cure yourself. Yeah, we're doing okay, but these are definitely getting more challenging. Even just the difference between auto-attacking and a fight where you can't just auto-attack and just have to think a little bit is... It feels pretty significant to me. Like, just, it's so much... It feels so much better, even just a little bit of challenge goes a long way. Friggin' Palamecia. Is Minwu gonna swoop in, like, any time now? That's about it for me. Yep, the child is accepting death. Oh no, here we got the... pretty sweet Cavalier uniforms. Non-red mages. That's the Rebel Army. Hey, you better take good care of him, Minwu. Hilda's the main healer, right? I mean, I know Minwu's like the main healer in the game, but like in Record Keeper, like Hilda's. I think Almaran said that Minwu's more of, and I've seen more. Minwu's abilities are more like white magic and holy damage. I haven't seen much of Hilda's abilities though. Ah, you're awake. Good. Will they live? They will. I sense a strong life force within them. They should regain consciousness soon. So we found you lying on the ground when we were fleeing Finn. You were gravely injured. By the time we brought you here, I feared it was already too late. Oh, so help did come, just like history said it should. This is actually... So... Is this actual history in the game? Like, is this another era in their world? Or is this just a story for them? I don't know quite how they view all these things. It could be like Final Fantasy XIV with like the different Astral and Umbral eras having their own, you know, one had the War of the Magi and one had another thing, and like they all had these different civilizations. So it could just be actual history in this world. Thank you for saving us. Hopefully the others will also awaken soon. Their lives are not in danger. This sigil will strengthen their life forces. We should let them rest now. Of course. I am Princess Hilda of Finn, and this is my white wizard, Minwu. What might be your name? The term white wizard doesn't really come up after this game, does it? I don't seem to remember it coming up in... I know it was... You changed into it in 1 from white mage to white wizard, and he's white wizard here. I don't know if it's come up in any other game since then. I'm Tyro, your highness. Very well, Tyro. Might I ask you to watch over these people while they recover? Certainly. Oh, Alara's not awake. Well, let us join the others. They must be waiting for us. If the Empire is allowed to complete the dreadnought they're building in Bafsk... I friggin' hate that name. Hoft, Bafsk. The town names in Final Fantasy II left a lot to be desired. The attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly by and watch. We must act. Alara! Huh? What happened? Where are Maria and Guy? Tyrion, where am I? You're both awake. Where's Maria and Guy? Did you save me? Thanks. I'm just coming to myself. It was the Princess of Finn, Princess Hilda. She came to our rescue. That's right, the Imperial soldiers were after us. Leon. Maria. Guy, yeah. Oh, right, you know what? No, I take it back, because Maria, I'm forgetting, because Maria and Guy were, like, already up and about. Where are you? My bad. Yeah. Therian, you're alive. I thought you... There's some really good music in 2. The battle theme is good. I know this is like the thing that everyone remembers, the Rebel, I don't remember what it's called, like the Rebel theme or whatever. I think my favorite might be the Magician's Tower theme. I think it was called the Mysidian Tower in later things. I really like that piece too. And the Pandemonium music, but I think the Magician's Tower is my favorite. I'm fine, Maria. Are you alright too, Guy? Wait, where's Leon? Princess of Finn save us, but Leon not here. I see. There were only 3 here when we found them. Who's Leon? Leon is Maria's brother. Her brother's missing? No wonder she looks so distraught. You don't know the half of it. Don't worry, I'm sure he's safe. Safe doing a fascism. Probably mind control, but sort of not. I don't really know. I still don't know. Like, maybe he was mind controlled at first and then just went with it? I'm not really sure what happened with Leon, even having played the game recently. And I'm sure Therian's right. Alara? Don't you think so, Tyro? Don't worry, Maria. Leon's definitely alive. He is alive. Thank you. You're not technically wrong. It's the next day, by the way. For me. Hilda, so you've regained your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. Therian, it was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. There is no need to thank me. With the castle taken, there may be little I can do for my people, but I will do what I can where I can. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there's something I must ask of you. Please allow us to join the rebel army. I really like this, by the way. Not him saying, I mean, that's fine, him asking to join it. I like her saying no, like, your kids, are you kidding me? I think that's what she said, something like that. I could never allow such a thing. Yeah. You know nothing of war. You would only be throwing your lives away. Like, they haven't been trained. They're, like, super young, let alone the toddlers behind them in Tyro and Alara. You should return to your homes. Maria, but we have no homes. Not anymore. The Empire attacked and our families... Hilda, I am truly sorry, but even so, my mind is set. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you have nowhere else to go, you are welcome to stay here in Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to get by here well enough. What is it? The password is wild. They even use the little, like, password learned noise there. Nice. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. Laura, okay. The people here use the password when exchanging information and to identify themselves as someone who can be trusted. Don't forget it. It'll come in handy. Yeah, it will. It was an interesting system in, like, a roleplay perspective, but even if it didn't end up adding all that much to the gameplay. It was kind of a neat idea that just a neat way to initiate conversation with the old game. It was almost like their version of a dialogue tree, like the old NES version of a dialogue tree, of being able to initiate and continue conversations. Okay, I was just wondering why Wild Rose. Isn't that the symbol of Finn? Like of freedom and all? The Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Finn, yep. It represents our hope for a future that flourishes with strength and beauty. But what will become of Finn now? It must be tough. Well said, Tyro. Eloquent. The Empire has chased them out of their home and followed them all this way. Yeah, I mean, he's trying. Again, I tease him, but I totally understand. He's doing fine. I have heard that the Empire's captives have been taken to Finn and suffer even as we speak. Maria, that's horrible. Maria, your brother Leon is missing, is he not? Yes. Yes, he is. It is possible that he is being held in Finn as well. But Finn is far too dangerous now. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the streets. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the streets is like a tongue twister. Gaining entrance to the city will not be easy. The man at my right is Minwu, the white wizard who tended your wounds. Have you any words for them, Minwu? I see your destiny clearly. The future it promises seems closely entwined with my own. You will begin by journeying to Finn. I feel like if Final Fantasy II came out more recently, Minwu would be very popular to cosplay. I think his character design is intensely cool. It will be your first step towards fulfilling your fate. Let's go to Finn. Thurian's pumped. I mean, he's not pumped, but he's determined. Take these two with you. Their fates are intertwined with yours. But you said you don't want children getting into the fray, and these kids are literally 6. Many Imperials in Finn, many monsters, danger for children. Yeah. Don't worry about us. We may not look like much, but we can hold our own in a fight. We won't slow you down. Breaking out the old Rosa line. Very well. Do what you can. You bet! Alda, so you are all bound for Finn. Please, be careful. The kids, I mean, the orphans here, how old are they? They're supposed to be probably like 16 in that range, something like that. So like young, but not, like it's not unreasonable for them to be like fighting and stuff. It's not unheard of for them to be fighting. It's always unreasonable. Thurian, it's just like we heard. The city's crawling with Imperial soldiers. Do we really want to... Why? I've played this game. We do not... When you're in Finn, you do not want to talk to the soldiers. Like, that's a bad idea. At least on the first go-around. I guess we're doing it, though. Stop where you are, rebels! Yeah. Okay. It's just like we heard. The city's crawling with Imperial... Yeah, okay. So that's just, like, don't talk to him. Okay. Yeah, this is... It's basically... treat them like parts of a maze you have to work around. Okay. So we'll go up here. And I think we're trying to get to this pub outside here, right? If I remember, at least from, again, just from Final Fantasy II itself. You have to get to the pub and talk to the dying, what's his name? The dying Scott, I think? Maybe I'm mistaken, because we come back here a couple times. I think I'm probably mistaken. Holy crap. Did you see that kick he just did? That's a good ability. I mean, again, just part of the downside of not getting to see the lower level abilities because you get powered up so quickly in the main game. And part of the reason I like the record dungeons, because I actually get to see that. Like, that's awesome. Tyro, whoa, look at all these Imperial soldiers. They haven't spotted us yet. Are you sure? Are you sure they don't see you? You know, with this many around, we might be able to slip through unnoticed. Someone inside. He doesn't look like an Imperial soldier. Maybe he's a captive? He kind of is. Let's get a closer look. Yeah, he's kind of a captive. Like, he doesn't want to be here, and he's about to bugger out of this place, too. So, he's not exactly a captive, but he doesn't want to be here. Oi, where do you think you're going? Customers aren't allowed behind the counter. Bleeding Imperials are nothing but a bunch of ill-bred rabble. Wild Rose. We're no Imperials. If you're not Imperials, then what are you? Do the words Wild Rose mean anything to you? You know the password. Aha, you're with the rebels. You're with the rebels, you are. What are you still doing here? Couldn't escape? Actually, you'll find a secret door in the wall. There's a wounded soldier behind it. Go and see if you can help him. Let's go see what we can do. Right. And this is when he buggers off, right? Where will you go? I've had enough of this place, I have. Coming here for minor Final Fantasy games, unspoiled playthroughs, and terrible accents. Welcome to Cauldron Plays Final Fantasy. And besides, what more can I do? You lot can take it from here. Good luck. Crikey. I don't know what that turned into. He left. Oh, it's just a warrior. It's not actually Scott. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was Scott. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. And I want them to take me alive. Will not turn you over, let alone kill you. Varian isn't like... A lot of a number of the Final Fantasy protags are... The younger Final Fantasy protags are a little bit happy-go-lucky. Varian never had that luxury. I kind of like that about him. What? Who are you? Wild Rose. So, you're rebel soldiers, are you? My name is... Oh, this is Scott. Okay. My name is Scott. I'm a prince of Kashuan. What's a prince doing here? I'm just as surprised to see you. I thought there were none but Imperials remaining in town. Varian, we came here looking for a missing friend, but we had no idea we'd find a prince. Thank goodness you're still alive. Yeah, for another 10 seconds. Scott, I am, but not for much longer. Laro, what? Just add to the pile of death that you're seeing in your little young life. I'm afraid I must ask you a favor of you. There's something you must tell my brother, Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. He must learn to have more faith in himself. Don't worry, we'll tell him. Gordon was kind of an Edwardish character, wasn't he? I also have a message for the king. Count Borgin betrayed us. That was something I remember at this point because I just replayed 2 again, but I'd forgotten that Count Borgin was like a serious character because his model in the game is so friggin' goofy. It's like this, it looks like one of those like provoke a pirate. I don't know. No, it looks just like its own goofy thing. And he ended up being like he was a legit villain. Like he betrayed people. He was not super competent, but he was malicious and nasty and caused a lot of loss of life. But he just looks so ridiculous, his sprite. The Count, a traitor? He's been made a general in the Imperial Army. There's one more thing. Tell Hilda. Tell Hilda that I love her. No, don't deliver that last message. Again, I like that piece of writing. Confessions of a dying man, they'd only bring her pain. And they honor it. Like, the kids honor that. I was afraid they wouldn't honor that. And I really like that they do honor that request. Like, that they don't pass it on. It's just for now. You said you were searching for someone. Maria, my brother Leon. He's kind of all right before we last saw him. Have you heard news of him? I'm sorry, but I have not. I wish I could be of more help. I see. Here, I want you to take my ring. What is this? I'm sure it will be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. If you'll excuse me, I just need to rest for a little while. He does come back in the not DLC, but the what's it called, the sequel, not the after years, in the Soul of Rebirth, Rebirth of Souls. I don't remember. I always get those two mixed up. Rebirth of Souls or Soul of Rebirth. But he comes back in that, and I think it's Rebirth of Souls. And the difficulty was terribly balanced. And it was brutal, but the story in it and the idea and the concept of it was incredibly cool. I like it a lot. I'm sorry that the remasters haven't had that. Hopefully they'll at some point come back. Tyro. Prince Scott. Hilda, that ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? Gave us this ring and fin just before he lost the last of his strength. Did he say anything? No, nothing. I love that. I love that choice. Your Highness, please. The ring belongs with you. No, keep it. It is meant for men of courage. Are you sure? Farion has kind of a crush on her, doesn't he? Like, isn't that what the Lamia, that the siren, whatever demon that is, the snake person kind of exploits? Hilda. You infiltrated Finn and returned to tell the tale. You have proven yourselves quite capable. It would seem I underestimated your strength. I would have it that you lend that strength to our cause. Understandable at this point. I mean, given everything they did. Like, they certainly proved themselves. I don't think that negates her hesitation at first, and I still appreciate that. I think Hilda had feelings for the prince as well. Yes, you are correct, Alara. Should we have told her what he said? Maybe so. No. I mean, I would have liked to. I wouldn't have minded that, but I think it would have been the better, like, ethical decision to say it, but like for him to request that. But I like that Scott ended up holding off on that request, and that the kids ended up honoring him holding off on that request, if that the chain of consent makes sense there. Tyro, Alara, Prince Scott asked you not to tell her out of love. He wanted her to wed another without thoughts of him. Did he actually wed Gordon in the end? I wasn't sure I never was sure if they became just like co-rulers or if they actually got married. But she's sad too. She has to be. Yeah, it is. It's a sorrow when two lovers can't be together. That's why the princess fights, so that no more people need to know the sorrow of such loss. I think I understand. Thanks, Maria. So kind of a flash forward here. Huh? Tyro, does that mean what I think it means? Yeah, the king's dying. Yeah, I think we just jumped into a different record. I wasn't sure if... Okay. I wasn't sure what counts as a record. I guess a record is just a scene, because I thought a record is like this whole group of things about each game. Like this is all the Final Fantasy II record, but apparently each of these scenes is like a different thing, like a different record. Or maybe it's just that each one that comes comes sequentially in the game is one record, and this is the start of the next record because it's like there's a time skip in the game's context. Maria, the princess captured. How could this have happened? Princess Hilda has been captured by the Empire. Tyro, it looks like we've jumped to a part of the record after the Dreadnought was completed. The Dreadnought? The whirlwind tore through Final Fantasy II. A giant airship built by the Empire. It was still under construction before. The princess felt guilty about always sending you out on such dangerous missions. She thought the least she could do was meet you at Kashuan Keep on Cid's airship. And the airship and princess both were captured by the Dreadnought, I see. Maria, we have to go and help her. Of course, but how? Dreadnought fly, we know airship. It's true, we know airship. He's right, we know airship. Without Cid's airship, we won't even be able to get close to the Dreadnought. That's not entirely true. There is a way to get on board, even if we can't fly. A ship that size is going to require quite a large quantity of supplies. Must land somewhere. Yeah, it lands in one of those terribly named towns, Baft or Pofsk or something. Far north of Finn. Let's go. King of Finn, please, please rescue my daughter. You can count on us. And I'm not worried about like where the kids have been in their minds, because the records just fill in the blanks. Either they've been off on missions, or there's always it's not a worry for me. Watchman, well, what do you want? And this is where we show the pass, right? Like the airship pass, I think. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Why did they let us through? We showed him the pass we brought. I should have known you had a plan. What do you mean, you didn't remember that part of the game? You're a record keeper. Well, it's time for the next watch, if you'll excuse me. Alright, have a good break. It's important, even when you're a watchman on the evil empire's evil ship, to take breaks frequently. So the red taught me before that means don't do it. So let's not talk to that. I don't know, I kind of wonder what happens if I do talk to him. Rebel curs! Now stop where you are, rebels. Yeah, it's not even a fight, it's just resets. Yeah, okay. I don't know what the point of that is. It's just recreating a part of some of the flavor of the first game. That's all I think. All right, can we go... No, we have to go up and around probably this treasure chest, yeah? Yeah. So red just indicates an interaction of some kind. It's up to us to know that the interaction with the treasure chest is probably good unless it's a mimic, and the interaction with the guard is probably bad. So we're not going in any of the doors. We are fighting a fight. Yeah, Guy the axe-wielding monk carried us there. Where are we heading? Can we head down at all? No, it doesn't look like it. We're just heading to this. Into the green door. The place is a little bit confusing if I remember. I wonder if... I don't think they'll do this. I wonder if they'll leave any treasure to really get the Final Fantasy II flavor. If they'll ever give us the option to enter like a side door and have it just be an empty room, like happened all the friggin' time in this game. Yeah, this is a good game. I mean, it's not a good... Final Fantasy II, I mean, is not really a good game, but it does have some neat music, and I don't know, it's just cool to see another... It's another Final Fantasy. It can only be so bad. On the other hand, I'm remembering Dirge of Cerberus, so I should be careful of what I say there. Anything else in the side there that we should go to? No, it looks like that's it. Alright, boss time. I actually don't remember who the boss is in this case. Oh, it's not a boss, it's just a fight. Yeah, we're just gonna Yukikaze, and I think we're good. Kikorino, Yukikaze. Yukikaze, I think, is just an AoE attack, and then it has a possible blind effect, but just another AoE attack is pretty valuable. It's fairly rare. It's not rare, but it's certainly rarer than most Final Fantasy games. You open the Iron Gate. Princess. Arian, I meant to meet you at Kashuan Keep, but things did not go as planned. I am sorry. Thank you for coming to rescue me. I'm so glad you're okay, Princess Hilda. Thank you, Alara. Oh, that's Sid. I forgot that was Sid. Let's save the thank yous for later. We got a dreadnought to stop. We can do this. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but how? There's a special flame that can destroy its engine. The Sunfire, you have it? That's right, he has the Sunfire. Then you're in charge here. Me and the princess will head for the airship. You find that engine and toss the Sunfire in it, alright? Gladly, we'll join you at the airship when the deed is done. I'll get the airship ready for takeoff, but don't you be late, you hear? Yet another Sid who is better than the Final Fantasy VII Sid. By which I mean all of them. All the Sids are better than him. Continuing it, this is a new session, new day. Alright, so we are... Oh, yeah, just going straight down. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Anything there? Yeah, so we're going to get the chance to go to some treasure chests after this fight, I imagine. Yes. So could we avoid the treasure if we wanted to? No, we can't. So we kind of have to. Crystal water, white ore. Yeah, nothing super wild. Oh, we got monsters. Are these going to be super wild monsters or regular monsters? They are regular monsters. I feel like the crystal water, I'm still not quite sure if I'm using it right. I'm trying to give each... The one I keep running out of is the life and resistance, because those I give to everyone. But the other ones I have not more than I need, but the other ones like magic and attack and defense I use more sparingly because I don't always need them on every character. Engine room. And I think, is this... What was the boss here? I actually don't remember. Is it just General or someone? Like some random military dude? Oh, it's just a regular fight. See you in a bit. But this is where we first meet Leon again. I mean, we don't know it's Leon right now, but... You see the Dreadnought engine. Go, Gordon. You can do this. Or, Gordon's just watching right now, but... You threw the Sunfire into the engine. That was all Sid's idea. Dark Knight, something's wrong with the engine. Wait, that voice. Maria, what is it? I know that voice. You mean the Dark Knight's voice? She didn't recognize him this early, did she? It was more just like an inkling. It's not like, oh, that's Leon. No, that was... like a super later reveal. Tyro, let's move, Alara. We have to get out of here. Come on, Maria. The engine's about to explode. We must make for Sid's airship. I don't remember this scene. This is neat. We get to actually see the outside of the Dreadnought exploding. I don't remember that. I don't remember this, if this was even in the prior games. I don't know that it was. I don't think it was. Like, certainly not in the NES version. I'm talking about the, like, the PSP or the, you know, the other versions. Castle Palamecia. So we're skipping ahead to when we actually meet, when Leon's actually revealed? That's much later. So this is a long shot, but I know that some weapons that are not like just bows and arrows and guns and stuff are still ranged weapons, like the whip is a ranged weapon, and the bells are a ranged weapon. Is the lance isn't a ranged weapon, is it? I ask because Blood of the Wyvern just deals ranged physical damage to an enemy, and it's not a jump attack, it's just a ranged ability. So I don't think the lance, it's like if it just attack from the back, I think it takes back penalty, but I don't know how to tell. Anyway. Wait, huh? Hilda. What is it, Tyro? Nothing. Durian and the others will be returning here soon. Keep dancing. Let us greet them and celebrate their safe homecoming. Certainly, Princess Hilda. Yeah, don't give up the game. Looks like we've jumped records again. I think you're right. Gotta be disorienting as heck for these kids. I really do feel bad for Tyro and Alara, even more so Alara, given just any disorientation Tyro feels has got to be multiplied exponentially with all of her identity issues. Hilda, due to your efforts, we have finally defeated the Emperor. Thank you. The world was bound in darkness, but now the light of peace shines once more. Furion, Maria, Guy, Ricard. Ricard, I present to you this red shirt. And you, Tyro and Alara. Us? Of course. You have all done so much. What more could we ask of you? Yeah, Tyro's role in the last battle was really something. The tales of your bravery will be handed down for generations. Now let us celebrate. Many have come hoping to catch a glimpse of the heroes who brought down the Emperor. We wouldn't want to disappoint them. There's Layla in the background up there. You and your awesome poison attacks and your piratey attitude. Ricard is just waiting to ask Guy. Come on. Actually, I don't know what the age gap there is like, but you know what? I'm sure they're, well, no, Ricard actually is meant to be kind of like an, how old is Ricard supposed to be? Ricard's supposed to be actually be in like his 40s or something, I always imagine, never mind. Tyro. You're a good dancer, Alara. Thanks, Tyro, you're not bad yourself. Really? Thanks. He's being, he's not afraid of cooties, like I probably was at that age. Soldier, my ladies, my lords. He's dying, I think, right? Dark Knight Leon has declared himself emperor. What? He's reorganized the Palamecian Empire. He'll send troops. He'll slaughter us all. Are you okay? Gordon, Leon. Gordon never knew Leon, did he? Like, Gordon never met Leon. Leon, the Dark Knight? But I thought he was your friend, your brother. Maria, it's true, he is. The Dark Knight was on the Dreadnought. The voice I heard there was my brother's. I think it just clicked for her now, or maybe it clicked for her, but she didn't really want to believe it. I don't think she knew this whole time and was hiding it. I think it was one of those things. It sounds really familiar. I think that's him, but it can't be him. I think it's one of those things. That's why you were acting so strange. Indeed. I'll go to him. I'll make him understand. He must be acting under the spell of the Emperor. I know it. It's such an interesting choice that the game didn't go that route. It would have been so easy. That had to be the main idea in the room. Was just make it like, just do, he was just under mind control and now he's back and, he's guilty. But no, they really made him like, just willingly join up or at some point willingly keep going along. It almost is better that they don't explain it. It's something that I still think about to this. Like, every so often it just comes back to me and I think about Leon. Hilda, if he's ascended to the Emperor's throne, there's only one place he can be, Palamecia. Let's go at once. Wait, Leon is Maria's brother. Are you sure you're up to fighting him? We got this, Gordon. No, but this is our problem to solve. The fate of the world isn't at stake. This is clearly a small personal issue. Leon may be Maria's brother, but he's like family to me and Guy as well. Or Guy? We'll resolve this matter between us before more people get hurt. I thought you might say that. Tyro, we should go with them. We have to try to convince Maria's brother he was wrong. Thank you, Alara. Okay, time to leave. Come back safely. Yeah, you just stay on the back lines, Gordon. We'll be fine. Castle Palamecia, 7th level, right? This place was nasty, if I remember correctly. This place was kind of a maze, wasn't it? Wait, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to check more. I mean, I did mean to do that, but oh, never mind. it would have given me the option to go back if there were secrets. Trapdoor. Oh, right. So this was... did we start at the 7th level? I think we might have. Like in Final Fantasy II, when we got to this part, I think we might have started at the old 7th level and dropped down. Who's going to be the enemies in Castle Palamisia? Ah, revenge against the Black Knight. Oh, I'm still on auto. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Yeah, just keep raising my hit points. Every hit I take, I get stronger. All right, let's try Blood of the Wyvern. Let's see what that does. I mean, we know what it does, but let's see what it looks like. Because that's half the fun of these record dungeons, is getting to see abilities that I just blazed past in the other part of the game. Venom Buster, like, I just pretty much never used it. Just I got the high level abilities so quickly. So EI Strike is the ability that has the chance at causing instant death. I was surprised that you still see the death face, the skull face, even when it doesn't land. Like, even when the death doesn't land, the instant KO doesn't land. Zooping around. Oh! Could you have done that in the main game? Did you even have to do that? I don't remember that. That's really neat. Okay, up we go. We can't go right. We can go to the treasure chest. And I think treasure chest is the only place we can go. So good to run through this place and not get stopped by enemies every 2 seconds. Every 2 steps, I mean, at least. Whoa, what's this? Imperial Shadow. Okay. Wyvern's an AoE ability, but it's a soul break. It's probably good. Well, Fire, you look kind of undead. Let's see. Life Siphon. I want to see what the soul break is like. Rallying Etude and Venom Buster. This is a long shot. I don't think this is going to work, but I got to try it. Yeah, okay. Every so often in these games, you can cheese an undead enemy with that sort of. Yeah, you can cheese an undead enemy with life or cure or something. Oh shoot! I meant to. Okay, yeah. Let's Wild Rose Vow. And you know what? Let's try to cheese you, because I don't even know if you're undead. We'll see. I might just heal you, and the fight will be a little bit longer, and that's okay. Oh, you are undead. Good. I like the rose petals flying all over the place. Very neat. Curse, I'm guessing, just... It seemed to do, like, sap as well. Like, I saw numbers coming out of them, white numbers. So does Curse do damage and also, I'm guessing, like, lower stats or make them do less damage or something? Oh. That was not a boss. I mean, it was a boss, but... I guess just a mini-boss. Now this is the real boss. Not a real boss, though. What? There's no stair boss. It's just a fight. That was kind of awesome. Again, we don't... That was Maria's Soul Break Blast, and she just tosses a friggin' grenade out there. Doesn't Rico have something like that? I don't know in 10 or Record Keeper, but that feels like a Riku ability. Yeah, the journey through Palamecia continues. So we got a treasure door, or no, just a advancement door there. We're gonna have monsters here. We are not. Yep, just around. Around we go. This is a lie. These rooms never have treasure in them. Total lie. This is a deception trying to get you to play Final Fantasy II if you haven't already. This is not the experience of the game's treasure rooms. I can assure you of that. We'll see if it makes me fight something on the way out. No, pure lie. This is propaganda. This is pro-Palamecian propaganda right here. All right, we'll leave. Yep, this was my experience with Final Fantasy II. Just walk, no enemies along the way. Just walk from one full treasure room across an enemy-less hallway. Actually, would have been much better. Okay. We never actually fight Leon as a boss, interestingly enough. In hindsight, I'm surprised by that when I'm thinking about it now. Leon, I've been expecting you, Firion. Do you really think you can kill me? Who said anything about killing? We're here to stop you. You can't stop me. Enough of this, both of you. Cease this family squabble. Like, this is so far beyond that. Why do you insist on fighting, Leon? Like, he's the leader of a nation right now. He's the leader of a military and the leader of a nation. Why will you not fight? Because you're my brother. Weak words from the weak. And like, I have, the closest I've gotten is the thinking that, the closest I've gotten to understanding where Leon's coming from, or not where he's coming, yeah, I guess where he's coming from. Why he did what he did, basically. Obviously with no justification, because he's 100% wrong, but like, why he did what he did is, I have to imagine it was one of these, like, they got destroyed by the Empire. You know, they just got struck down by 4 Black Knights, and he thought, like, that I have to become strong like that. I guess we just got destroyed, and, like, his whole worldview developed from there across a long period of time that we didn't see. That's my best guess. This doesn't make any sense. How could she fight her brother? But you know how worried Maria is about you, Leon? Who are you? I mean, why can't you understand? If worry was enough to change the world, then we would not have... Yeah, so this is it. Did he give this justification in the base game? I don't think he even did. If worry was enough to change the world, then we would not have lost our parents, our home, everything. Leon. Do you know what rules the world? Power. Pure power. No, that does sound familiar. Maybe he did say that. Pure power. The Imperial throne is mine. He's not even saying, like, I'm going to use the Imperial throne for good. I'm going to rein it in or something. He's not making a incremental change from the inside sort of argument. He's just, like, now he has the Empire, and now... Because if the Emperor didn't come back from hell, like, 2 seconds from now, like, he would still be... He seems like he's pretty firmly in command of the entire Empire. And so, yeah, I guess that... But he's... Maybe it's a statement that once you're inside the belly of the beast, you've been swallowed. You can't actually make real change from the inside of something so corrupt. I don't know. It probably isn't that deep. You think the throne will make you strong? I don't see how. Then let me explain it so children such as yourselves can understand. The weak cannot survive without the strong to control them. The rebels do not understand this basic fact. How many lives did the rebels throw away when they chose to oppose the Empire? Only through overwhelming force can order be maintained. What kind of order? Like, if the... It would actually be kind of an interesting take if, like, we saw the world before the Empire came in and it was like this anarchic, chaotic thing. On the other hand, that would probably be right-wing propaganda. I don't know. Only if done badly, though. Power hurt you, so now you'd use power to hurt other people? Dr. Mog talked about this happening to him, too, once. Ah, they're good. This is how they're bringing it back to the destroyed island. By the way, at the end, there's a thing that I've gotten probably spoiled on by Record Keeper itself. I'll cover that once I finish this record dungeon. Tyro. I wonder if he sought out power like Leon is doing. I can't imagine Dr. Well, Jen Todo did it, and she was cute. Saved by the Hell. Grand delusions do not become... Delusions of grandeur do not become you, Leon. Though I find the thought of you as Emperor quite deliciously absurd, it ends now. Wait, why does he have to have a deep voice? This world can have but one Emperor, and that is I. Lara, the Emperor? I thought Varian defeated him. Yeah, once. You're alive? What are you? Not that it matters. The Empire is mine now, and I have no intention of handing it over. Yeah, the Empire on the planet is yours, but... The Empire? Ha! I have no need for such trifles now. All the world shall fall by my hand. And the powers I gained in hell. Tyro, I think I know what happens next. What does happen next? We get booted out, or we get... How did we escape this place? I actually forgot. Tyro, what happens next? Yeah, the King of Hell is standing in front of poor Lara here. Ricard, do not... Oh, right. The Wyvern? Is this the Wyvern saving the day? Do not fear. I will handle this. I would say rest in peace, but as good an expansion as it was, the expansion was not peaceful for Ricard. First time Ricard faces the Emperor. And your bloodline will be the first spilt. Ricard, call the Wyvern. You can use it to escape. Ricard, we're inside a castle. The Wyvern's not going to be able to get through. I mean, Ricard, what are you going to do? You may have a little trouble spilling the blood. Of Ricard Highwind, last of the Dragoons. Doesn't matter who they are. The Dragoons from Ricard to Kane to Astinian. Such drama. So much drama. They're all theater kids with spears. And I love it. Pathetic insect. I will enjoy making you rue those words. May the spirits of the Dragoons lend me their strength. I like the magic effect here. Again, I don't think this is in the other one. I think this is really cool. Ricard! Ricard! Maybe it's an open-air throne room. Sure, we'll go with that. And we're not going to be there for the Jade Passage or for Pandemonium. Well, the Firion, what happened? You're the Dark Knight. Yeah. You had better explain. The Emperor has risen from hell. Yeah, this is pretty much the only thing that could make Leon coming over here, like, not the most shocking, interesting thing going on right now. Ricard. Ricard died so we could escape. Yosef, Minwu, Sid, Ricard, all dead. I don't know how much more I can take. Sid wasn't one of the party members, was he? Like in Soul... Sorry, I thought I heard my cat. In Soul of Rebirth or Rebirth of Souls, Minwu, Sid wasn't one of them, was he? I don't think he was. He couldn't have been. No, it was, Scott was the other one. I mean, Sid still died, but he wasn't in the expansion. I don't... Maybe, was he? He wasn't a fighting member. I don't remember if he had a cameo. While the Emperor lives, more will die. Leon. Princess. Let Leon join us, please. The Dark Knight, a rebel? I wouldn't call it that. I leave the decision to you. Leon, let's fight the Emperor together, please. Oh, now the cat's here. Maria, Farian. Very well. I'd be really interested to see what they do with this game with if they were to remake it. Like with this, like what a more modern version of that doesn't suck of the leveling up system is. How they expand on the different characters and the story. I think they could really, there's a lot of really juicy baseline stuff going on here. Lara, and we're back. In the destruction of, boy. Yeah. I didn't want to leave Ricard like that. Yeah. What will happen to Firion and the others? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah, Tyro. No, what? You weren't listening. What word I said? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to tap through that. I think it said you were thinking about Dr. Mog. What? How did you know what I was thinking? I know because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm worried about Dr. Mog. Where could he have gone? Check the Mog station. Say, Alara, why do you think people betray the people closest to them for power? I mean, because they think they can do more good with it or achieve their ends better. I can't say. It doesn't make sense when they know what they stand to lose. Sometimes it's really hard to know what you stand to lose until it's gone. I know it's not super shocking news or anything, but... Sid. Ah, you've returned. Sid! And the painting has... Shadowsmith. And the painting has been restored. Good work. Yet I still sense that terrible magic. It's another corrupted painting. This way! I don't remember what was next. Was it 8? Already found it. Not bad, Alara. Go on ahead. I'll keep in regular contact. Good. Tyro, Alara, let's be off. Right. Okay, so before... I'm going to wrap it up shortly. Seed Field exam. Oh, and then we got 9. And then 4 again. Yeah, because we already saw the whole section with Captain Bacon. Okay. So anyway, and also, by the way, I'm going to be trying to speed this up a little bit, speed this Let's Play up a little bit, probably to 3 or 4 a week. Because this is on a time limit. Because I know that we have only so many days before it's gone forever. Yeah. Sorry about that. And so before I sign off, I want to show you what I saw, so that we're on the same page. So there I was trying to do my missions for the Acolyte. Hey. Sorry, cat was biting a board. So there I was doing my missions, and I saw that I have to raise heroes to level 99 and unlock more stuff, and basically just build up my party more. And so I went hunting through the event dungeons, because that's where that's where most of those like memory load 3s ended up being. And so one of those was Transcendent Ruins, defeat an ancient evil. And this is just basically, I think, a bunch of old ones. And the very first thing it shows me is the Shadows design. And it's basically... The Shadow Smith is toying with us. Like, so it's... he's not even true. And so apparently I've been spoiled by the game that the Shadows... And I mean, I didn't even have to click into that. I mean, the Shadow Smith is right there as like a villain. So apparently he's going to be the final boss unless he's mind controlled, but that's disappointing. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for now. I mean, it's not disappointing that he's the end boss. I have no opinion on that. It's disappointing that was just open to me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Bye-bye.